am Denny Hall. This is my wife, Dawn.
And we have two boys, Jacob and Mitchell.
On our small family farm here in Grattan Township, we raise beef cattle along with 400 acres of corn, soybeans, wheat, and alfalfa. My love for farming started when I was just a kid, helping my grandpa on his dairy farm and helping on my dad's orchard. In 2010, we purchased this farm from a great-great-grandson of the original homesteaders.
The closest neighbors, I guess, that enjoys coming over. He remembers and tells us stories a lot of times about the history of the place and worked here when he was a kid and just enjoys being able to still be a part of his childhood and be a part of helping us on the farm.
In 2015, we were able to get the farm preserved in there was 63 acres that was preserved in the farm preservation. It has helped us dramatically with our loan on our farm, freed up some money where we were able to do some improvements. We tiled 40 acres, was able to put a roof on the barn. It's helped us all the way around. Very thankful for the organizations that have contributed to, participating on the farm preservation program.
Often our neighbors stop by to just let us know that they appreciate our efforts, not only to keep this farm a working farm, but preserving the history as well. Our neighbors to the north enjoy the pond. Neighbors just appreciate the upkeep of the farm and watching the cattle and the calves. We have two boys. Both of them attended Michigan State, studying crop and soil science. My oldest son graduated, 4-year degree, and my younger son is in the 2nd year of the crop and soil program. And it's just really neat to be able to work on the farm and look over and see both boys enjoying just as much as we do. So I always had a dream of farming as well. So.
Now we can live it.
George Goodfellow and Elaine Goodfellow. I farm with my son Josh, and he preserved the farm. We preserved the farm for him on 11 Mile Road, and we've been replanting with new varieties. These are Gale apples, and as you see, we've got a pretty good crop this year compared to some people, and we've been blessed. So, and Josh is a 4th generation farmer. I was 3rd, took it over from my dad in the late 80s. And hopefully he'll have a son. He got married a month ago, so maybe he'll have a son to pass it down to also. So it's something you grew up with, most of us, our whole lives. So most farmers in the Ridge have been in it their whole lives, and they're 3rd or 4th generation, some 5. So yeah. In fact, I have a grandson. He'll be the 5th. So 2 grandsons. That's why our ancestors planted fruit here. It's too rolly. The only thing it's good for really is fruit farm because it's hilly. So that's why they planted crops and apple trees and cherry trees to begin with, I guess. Because the ridge is full of ridges, and that's usually where the fruit is, on the hills. Hills are usually warmer than a hollow. If you ever drove a bike up a hill, then you go down a hollow, there's several degree difference in temperatures. So, and now we've got wind machines to help protect the low spots even. So we're even planting marginal areas now, but just because for more acreage and more production nowadays. So, this is my wife Elaine, the other half of the operation.
Well, Josh
is on a tractor.
Yeah.
He's probably 3/4 of the operation.
Right, absolutely.
There were several organizations and even individuals that gave money and at that benefit. And yeah, it was very beneficial. They like doing it because they like to see the farm preserved, obviously. So, and it's a great way to keep the farms preserved. So I think it's a win-win situation.